Just a quick heads up as we get started, Drift Week 9 drivers entries are open. Read this, hit me up on Instagram if you want to come. International people, we do have rental cars available for you to come do this adventure. All turnkey, hit me up. Let's get started with this video. Come join us on Drift Week 9. Let's go.
Hello YouTube, I'm bringing you the craziest car of Drift Week. This is hands down the craziest car. When looking at the build sheet and stuff when he did his application for Drift Week, I didn't think much of it. It looks cool in pictures. It's a E92 M3 V8. It's got a supercharger. Doesn't sound that crazy when I name off the specs, but it is nuts in person. It sounds absolutely crazy. And I'm gonna let him introduce himself and introduce the car and tell me why it's so special. But to get you guys primed, it is a smoke show on track. It sounds absolutely amazing. All right, go. Tell me about this car and let's see the engine bay.
My name is Sergio Lukashuk. This is my 2010 E92 M3. It's got an ESS G1 Plus kit on it. The 625 kit is the old kit. So now it's got the G1 Plus kit, makes about 600 wheel on E85. Wise fab front and rear, fuel suspension all the way around. Full cage. It's pretty basic, honestly. It's nothing
Yeah, that's
crazy,
not basic.
But
600 horsepower BMW on race fuel with wise fab and everything is not basic.
it's really not, because it's just a stock M3 that all I did was just add a supercharger.
Can you show us the engine bay real quick?
Yeah.
The entire package is so stylish. It has really cool bride halo seats, painted silver on the interior, a lot of attention to detail. Engine bay is gorgeous. This is your car. Tell me about it. Come on.
So this is a ESS G1 Plus kit. Everything is just straight out of the box. Bolted it on, tuned it on the E85. I had Jordan Arcade Tunes tune it for me. Spent like 7 or 8 hours on the dyno to get it super dialed. It's really dirty because I have a really bad coolant leak. We literally had to freaking epoxy the reservoir just because it's spewing coolant all over the freaking headers.
This is the cleanest engine bay on Drift Week, and he says it's dirty.
Well, it is a little dirty.
This looks so different to me than a normal BMW, because I never see V8s in them. It's like an extra bank over there.
Yeah, it's really weird.
So we have a water-cooled intercooler underneath here.
Yep.
And the thing doesn't overheat.
Not really. I mean, if you do like 3 or 4 laps back to back super hard, it's gonna get hot. But for cooling stuff, I just got CSF oil cooler, CSF radiator, and that's it. Stock fan, by the way.
And I always hear about like rod bearing failures in these engines and things like that. Do you have any problems? Did you just change those as maintenance?
Just change them.
How long?
I haven't done them again. I did it when I bought the car, and it's probably time I do them again. I'd like to do them at least every 2 seasons, like every 2 years, but I'm on the 3rd season already, and the car's been supercharged. This is the 2nd season it's been supercharged. So I'll probably do it before next season starts again, just to do it. But realistically, the only reason why they fail from the factory is because they have a really bad coating on them. They're made of copper or something like that, and it wears out really bad. So I put BE bearings in them, and something's different about them. I don't really know the science stuff behind it, but I just slapped them in and it's fine. Works.
And this supercharger setup and stuff, for a street car, how much would this cost, and would you suggest this as like a street car thing? Because right now it's like full-blown race car mode on E85. Can you run it on pump gas?
You can run it on pump gas.
And
no problem.
How much power would it make?
On pump gas, I made like 510, 520, and on E85 I made 597, so almost 600.
This is so cool. And it's pretty
this
responsive and everything?
This is actually a 98 millimeter pulley. I have another pulley. It's an 89 millimeter pulley, which is, right now it's on 7.5 pounds of boost. So I think that other pulley that I have is 11 or 12 pounds. I'm not sure. I can run probably 800 with that.
But
maybe.
This is plenty of power as is?
This is more than enough.
All right. Can you rev it up?
Yep.
This thing's ridiculous. This is the most race car here. He has a lot of attention to detail, and he's bringing Japanese parts, such as the harnesses, Yoshio factory, the bride seats, the way the color scheme is really clean and stuff. It's a very JDM inspired build. To me, it looks like
100%.
blending a really cool German chassis, obviously with Japanese styling, which is so cool. And the BMWs, especially like when you have a stock dash and stuff, create such a clean aesthetic because it's a, you know, multiple decades newer than a lot of the JZXs and stuff we're used to. And it makes it look so unique, because if you had a JZX here, we've seen a million JZXs, we really don't see a lot of these, and you never see these done to a nice level. So it's so unique because you just don't see them. So we get excited to see them, and it's so crazy sounding. It sounds like a race car. All right, I'm excited. Let's grab my helmet. Let's get in. Let's go for a ride.
Let's roll.
He's gonna show us what's up in the coolest sounding car here. It's not even a contest. The JZs don't even sound this race car. All right, so first of all, that has race car tire wear.
Oh yeah.
That is real bad tire wear. Second of all, this thing sees so much rev limiter. What is rev limiter set at?
8,500?
8,500, holy cow. It set at 8,500 and you hit it like 50 times.
Oh yeah.
And the engine doesn't care?
Nope, doesn't care.
That's crazy.
I don't know how it's been so reliable, knock on wood, hopefully nothing happens. I mean, I got a spare motor, so worst case.
That's nuts. How much are these motors?
Usually they sell for like 9K. I found this one with a 6-speed manual transmission for 4,000 bucks.
Wow. That's
Pretty
cheaper
good,
than
yeah.
like getting something built or anything. And if they put up with that kind of abuse for a long period of time.
Oh yeah.
This is a really interesting car. It gets people like audibly very excited.
Mm-hmm.
It creates all the right race car noises. You could almost lower the damn boost.
Oh yeah.
The thing makes so much power and just like annihilates tires. Is it on 265s?
265 Alinos.
Okay.
It's honestly too much for like Drift Week or grassroots events.
Oh, yeah.
But it's so fun. It's like, why would you want to have less power, you know? I want to have more.
I was gonna say, if you turned it down, you'd get all the noise. It'd probably sound the exact same or very similar.
Oh yeah.
And then you would just maybe get better tire wear or put 285s on it. Why don't you run 285s?
I don't think I'll fit it with the stock body. Stock body, no fenders.
Are you gonna change that?
100%.
I think you'd probably get better tire wear with those and probably, I don't know. This thing is so cool right now.
It goes through tires so fast, it's really hard to... It's not a good seat time car. It's like 2 laps and you got to come in to change tires and
Dang.
fuel.
At every track?
Every track, pretty much.
Wow.
It's like 2-3 laps and you got to change tires.
And how about the transmission and the diff and axles? Are all they
Stock.
and they're strong enough?
Strong enough so far.
Drive shaft is good?
Drive shaft is a one-piece from SLG, but besides that, bone stock drivetrain. I mean, one thing I would do, next thing that I would do would be a dog box or something with a transmission, because these ZFs don't like to be shifted super fast, and if you try to shift it really fast, you can destroy the synchronizers. This is technically my 3rd transmission in the car, just because I keep trying to shift super fast, and it just destroys the synchro.
But it doesn't destroy a gear, just synchros.
No. You can still get it in gear, it'll stay in gear. And you can drive, you'll have to granny shift it.
How much are these trans? Are they crazy or not too
Like
bad?
$1,500 a trans.
Oh, that's cheap. What trans is it?
It's a ZF GS6.
So is it specific to only this car, or do they come in a bunch of stuff?
They come in this car, F10 M5s, something else, I'm not exactly
They
sure.
made F10 M5s and manuals?
Manual,
Oh, I didn't even know that.
Yeah. That would be a sick Drift Week car.
That would be.
M5.
Except the tire wear would be even worse.
Yeah, it's a heavy ass boat.
Yeah.
Probably
Well, thank you so much for like taking me for a ride in a car I've never been in as a drift car. I might have been in a naturally aspirated one, but it was obviously nothing like this whatsoever.
Really?
Those things are lame stock. You know what I mean? Like they make no torque.
No
This thing is
torque.
crazy.
These things supercharged. When I supercharged it, I woke it up like crazy. It felt like a real race car. When it was NA, it was kind of boring.
How much torque do they make? Does this make
This now makes 401 foot-pounds of torque
at the wheels?
at the wheels.
That's crazy.
So it's really bad, but I mean, you're living on limiter the whole time anyways. And
Cool. That's almost like 70% more torque than the factory. I think they make like 250 foot-pounds of torque or something from the
yeah,
factory
really
at the wheel.
bad. It's like 290.
Oh, 290 at the wheel?
Something like that, yeah, at the wheel.
All right.
It's really bad.
Thank you so much. Sorry for recording.